Yo, this is Eternal Plays Pokemon Violet, and let's get on with the post-game activities from we started last time. We were told that there's going to be a tournament here at the academy, but before we can do that, Jita asked us to check on all of the 8 gyms, see how they're doing, and basically have a little rematch with every single one of them. Oh boy. In addition, we're also going to do rematches with every single one of the team star leaders. They are at their bases. You can challenge them whenever you want. You can even battle them once per day. I'm going to do that too. We're also going to do another cool thing. You notice these little things here, these shrines. So we spoke with Miss Rayford, the historian teacher at the academy. She told us that there are 4 legendary Pokemon called the Treasures of Ruin. And they are the stakes that we have seen throughout the game. If we pull out 8 for one type of color, they will cause one of the legendary Pokemon to spawn in their shrine. You can then fight them and catch them, and if they get KO'd, no problem, you can battle them again until they are captured, which is nice. You don't need to waste a Master Ball on that, just be patient. So those are the 3 things we are mainly going to do. After that, we're going to have the Academy Tournament, and then we're going to try to maximize our Terra Raids, because we were able to unlock a higher difficulty Terra Raid, which is going to be important. Once we're done with all that, we're going to head into the Greater Paldea, into Area 0, locate, see where we can find the new Paradox Pokemon, especially in the wild, and then we're going to see if we can find a certain someone at the bottom. And after that, it's DLC time. So, today's episode is about gym leaders, 2 of them. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Let's Play I did. When I did rematches there, I had the 1st and 5th, 2nd, 6th, 3rd and 7th, and 4th and 8th. So today we're going to battle against Cortondo's gym leader Katy and against Larry, because they are the 1st and the 5th gym. And then we're going to go for the rest as we go. We're not going to do all gym leaders in 4 episodes in a row though. We will mix up a bit so we have some other stuff to do, so we have a bit of mix of variety. But then yeah, we're going to do them all, and then we're going to have more fun. So let's start up by going to Cortondo. Regarding the levels, so as Jita says, all the gym leaders will have powered up Pokemon. They are much higher level. They are around level 65, I think. 65, 66-ish. And that goes for all gym leaders. Not like gym leader Katy has like lower level Pokemon compared to Grusha, the 8th and final gym leader. No, they're all the same now. They are the same level now. Same also goes for the Team Star gym leaders. They also are about 65, 66-ish. So if you have a team around that, you should be fine, but you should be at the level I am right now, around in the high 60s or even in the 70s, because of the Elite Four and the Area 0 and all that. But if you don't feel comfortable with your levels, just go and find some chances. You can find wild chances up here. Just use a normal sandwich that gives an increase to normal spawn rate. There also might be some chances in Area 0 if you want to try luck. In worst case, just do Terra Raids, try to get some candy, and so on. And if you're lucky, if you're playing a time where there's a Blister Raid ongoing, you will get tons of candy. You can level up to 100 in minutes. It's easy, easy, easy. Anyway, Katy is our first one. So Katy is a bug type user. So that means Bug is great, Fire, Bug is not great, but Grass is not great. You skip Grass, skip Dark and skip Psychic, use Rock type and use Fire type. They are great. And Flying as well, of course. So, versus Katy, we'll have some different Pokemon to use. She does have some new Pokemon because she only had like 2 Pokemon last time, I think, so it'll be a bit different now. But shouldn't be too difficult for you. I think Organical is great because usually bug types, even though they have some special attacks, they're kind of more physical side, but they are generally weak. And Organical is tanky. He's a tanky boy. go like this. Just go into the Pokemon Center, and you should be able to start, I think. Yeah, there she is. Just go to Katy and tell her it's time to battle. Hello there! My name is Katy, and I'm the owner of the Patissiere Soapberry. Oh! The new champion everybody's talking about. Is it actually you, sweetie? It sure is. Hooray! I guessed correctly. I suppose that makes sense though. You sure were strong. You look like you were enjoying yourself when you tried my sweet treats too. People like that always have great potential. So you're here on an errand for a top champion, are you? I had completely forgotten that she was supposed to be going around for inspections. Thankfully, I just happened to be here today to give cakes to my staff. Phew! Lucky me. Very well then. Is it time for me to get a taste of our new champion's strength? Yep. Oh, what fun! Let's go somewhere more suited for battling. So yeah, you can do them in any order. You can even start with Grusha and go down to Katy in the end though. It doesn't really matter. You just have to do them in the end to unlock the tournament at the academy. Which is also important for the terror raids, which I'll explain later as we get there. I remember your olive rolling prowess very well, Satano. You had such vigor. It was almost like you had Terastallize into a fighting type yourself. How many gyms had you been to when you first came here to mine? Was it your first? The Cortondo Gym is close to the academy, so many young trainers just starting out like to come here first. Yeah, generally you should come here first, but I know some people that went to Artisan first because it's also close, but Artisan's level is slightly higher, but it doesn't really matter. With that in mind, La Primera asked me to go soft on trainers like a nice sponge cake. I feel sad for my sweet little bugs though, since that means they quite often lose their battles. But opportunities like this gets me excited because I can finally show my true skill. Allow me to knead you into submission. Please do. Now I hope to do that in the future Pokemon games though, so that when you have open world games like this, make sure the level is scaling as well, so you can pretty much challenge anyone at any time. But that's it's fine. We'll see. Anyway, Katy's first Pokemon is Lokix. This is a new one. Lokix is one of the new Pokemon in Generation 9. Don't expect me to lose be as sweet today. Enough for the cry when you taste bitter defeat. Oh, she has some swagger. So Lokix is one of the new Pokemon. I can see he has a bit of a sinister eyes, and this kind of show off his typing as well. It's a dual type bug and not steel, dual bug and dark. Bug dark, that's the typing. This is one of the new Pokemon, and not as super strongest, but it's okay. Let's go with Stone Edge. Axe Kick, super effective, because Garganical is weak to fighting. But boom! That's Stone Edge. One of the hardest hitting physical rock attacks in the game. Now speaking of fighting types, here comes Heracross. Heracross, dual type bug and fighting. But it has a very big weakness, which we can't even utilize, because its dual type bug fighting is super weak to flying, but we don't have any flying moves at all. Oh well, it's fine, we can do without. Let's bring in Skeledirge, because Skeledirge is immune to fighting and weak to fire. I mean, he can shoot up fire, which Heracross is weak to, that's what I meant. Here comes Heracross. This is a Generation 2 Pokemon. So this is actually one of the Pokemon that she has used before. Or not used before, but one of the Pokemon that we have seen before, that's what I meant. But Heracross generally shouldn't be that hard. Stone Edge is gonna miss, that's good for us, because it's super effective against Skeledirge. Comes Flamethrower, and that's another one-hit KO onto Heracross. We were a bit lucky there. That's sometimes part of the play is to be lucky. Oh boy! Speaking of weak to fire, another Generation 2 Pokemon is Forretress. But this one is not just weak to fire, it's super weak to fire. It's a tanky one though, but Forretress is dual type Bug and Steel. Bug and Steel are both weak to fire, meaning it has a 4-time weakness. 4-time weakness. That hurts. Put in the Terastallize here now, but let's have some fun. Torch Song. Oh, he's gonna survive because he has 30, which means he has 1 HP. Berserk is gonna go up. And then comes Curse. So Curse is an ability that does effect depending on what type of Pokemon using it. Non-Ghost types reduces speed but increases attack and defense. While Ghost types will reduce their health by half of their max health. And then put up a damage over time effect on the opponent. With just pretty good damage, like a 1/6 or a 1/5 of your health every turn until you faint. So it's a pretty powerful damage over time. But you can KO yourself with it if you are below half health, so it's dangerous. Let's use Flamethrower because you can't proc sturdy if HP is already at 1. Next up is Spidops, another new Pokemon, and Skeldurge goes up in level. So Spidops is the only Pokemon in Katy's team that is a pure bug type. So you can use a lot of things here, but we only have really Skeldurge and Garganical that have super effective moves against the bug type. So I don't know. Let's just stick with Skeldurge here. Give him some love, because he's our starter. There's Spidops. He's also one of the new Pokemon that are in Generation 9. He's also pretty weak to fire. It's only bugs, so it's not 4 times effective, but 1-hit KO from Torch Song though. Critical hit as well. Now we're +2 special attack, so our next move is gonna hurt like hell. And speaking of hell though, our last Pokemon is Ursaring. So Ursaring, Generation 2 Pokemon, not a bug type, but remember that she used the Teddiursa first time we faced her, and then she Terastallized it, and it's going to do the same again. Reverse Servants is important for bug types. It's time to leap towards victory. Yeah, do that. So Ursaring is interesting because Ursaring is actually a Pokemon that has a new evolution in the Legends game with Ursaluna, and it even has a new Ursaluna form in the DLC, which we'll get to later. That'll be interesting. Anyways, let's just Terastallize and go with a Flamethrower. Because we already know that every gym leader will be Terastallizing their Pokemon to their type. So let's do that ourselves. Now me and Skeldurge is no longer a Ghost type, it's now a pure Fire type. My sweet little bear, show me your new form as you were bug emerging from a cocoon. Here she comes. And here it comes. It's a bug type Ursaring. It's not Ursaring no longer a normal type, it's now a bug type. Here comes the Flamethrower, powered up by the Terra type. And burn! Down to the ground. Poor Katy. So that was a bit easy. Katy's pretty easy to beat. Generally because if you have a fire type, it can sweep almost our whole team. I mean, pretty much our whole team is weak to fire, so. I see you emerged from your chrysalis and became a beautiful new you. I like that she has a very team, but I would maybe given her a Volcarona or something to take away a bit of the fire weakness that she has. That was quite the battle. I must say that your skilled ride was that of even La Primera. Ah, how sweet is the battle without holding back, even if I end up losing. I'm beginning to think that going too soft on people may be no good for either party. My culinary teacher, Mr. Kofu, did tell me to put more of myself into my baking after all. I think I may try to conducting battles in more of my own style from now on. If trainers complain that Cortondo Gym is suddenly more difficult, I'll just tell them that not all pastries are sweet. Goodbye for now. Hope to see you again someday. So that was cool. So that was the first of the 7 gym leaders. We're gonna do one more today. Next up is going to be Larry. So we're gonna go for first and fifth, and then second and sixth, then third and seventh, and finally fourth and eighth. So yeah, she did talk about Kofu. He's gonna be the one of the 2 last gym leaders gonna do it together with Grusha, water and ice. So today's bug and normal, which is an interesting combination. Let's go to the Medali East. Remember that the yeah, we have to go to the gyms, the gym leader area. We can't go to the restaurant to fight Larry there. We have to actually go to the gym leader area, even though we will battle at the restaurant. So Larry is a normal type user, unlike his Elite Four, where it's a flying type. And yeah, he has a full normal type team, some dual type, but generally all just normal type. So, oh yeah, now we got the Hall of Fame badge, we got the judge function. This is important for those of you who like to min-max your Pokemon to be absolutely best possible for stat-wise, especially when it comes to PvP. This is very important for a lot of people. Even though you can use EV training to get your maximum out, but some people just want to have max and everything, even without having to train. So normal type is kind of easy to digest. They're weak to fighting, and normal type moves cannot hit ghost types, and they are really weak to rock types. But Normalize itself though is also immune to ghost as well, so I can't use Shadow Ball with Skeledirge onto a normal type Pokemon. But they can't use normal moves against me either, so that's a bonus thing. I think Garganicle's going first is fine, because Garganicle has a fighting move in Hammer Arm, so he can both be resistant to normal damage and deal reflected damage despite not being a fighting type. I think that's going to be a good thing. In worst case, we can also just change the moveset and all that if we want to, but I feel like we should be fine with this one. We only use 2 Pokemon against Katy, so this one shouldn't be any harder. Here's Larry. Let's talk with him. It's time of meeting with the boss, but seems I got a visitor with no appointment instead. This is absolutely something she'd do. No, I understand everything, I assure you. Look forward to our battle then. Oh, of course. It's no problem. La Primera is my boss, so I have to do as she says, but now she's ordering students around. I see. So you're helping the boss free up some time to enter a tournament at the academy. Well, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Never let myself get roped in like that. Well, let's knock this task off our list then. No use wasting time, shall we? Yeah. Let's head to the treasure eatery then. I love Larry. He's so simple. He's like like the simple of the simplest, which is really affecting why he's a normal type leader. He's just simple. You already faced me during the elite test, so I doubt this will leave much of an impression on you. In any case, let's get started, shall we? I'll be facing in my role as a gym leader, so I'm going to use my regular team. They all belong to the normal type. Normal as in plain, average, unremarkable, run of the mill. I'm pretty fond of them, you know. They suit me perfectly. I'm as about as ordinary as you can get. People, Pokemon, there's no need to overcomplicate things. Nowadays, people only seem to want the shock factor. Something weird, something bizarre. At the end of the day though, nothing beats the relief of coming home, even after a fun vacation. When all said and done, simplicity is strongest. Yeah, he has a point though. Yes. Oh well, here comes Gym Leader Larry and his normal team. His first one is Oinkologne. Just like Katy, he's gonna start off with a brand new Pokemon. The boss takes some getting used to, you know. You got your work cut out for you. So Oinkologne is basically Lechonk's evolution. Pretty basic Pokemon, not very strong, but it's a normal type. It's a new Pokemon. So let's just go to Hammer Arm. Iron Head, super effective because I'm weak to steel. I'm getting flinch as well, which is unfortunate, but we shouldn't be too much problematic. Iron Head again, super effective. And here comes Hammer Arm. And it's gonna miss. Okay. Oh wow, we have a 1 in 10 of missing and we actually missed. That's just unfortunate. Oh, let's try again. Oinkologne is starting to chip our HP down. We got flinched again! Are we getting KO'd here? No, can't be. Let's try Hammer Arm again. Oh, 1 HP. There we go. Oh, wow. Our speed goes down, though. We actually have to heal up here. I'm gonna use a max potion as well, because we don't... The hyper potion is not good enough anymore. I wish they made a new potion that is stronger than hyper potion, not max potion. But then again, max potion will probably go down in value. And head again. At least he can't flinch me this time. Just another Hammer Arm. Critical hit as well. There we go. Hammer Arm comes in. Oinkologne was annoying, to say the least. But it goes down. Next up is Komala. Oh, interesting. So Komala is a Generation 7 Pokemon. This is the very cute Pokemon. This one. Looks like he's sleeping. It's in the comatose. But it can still be annoying to deal with, so let's just go on our Hammer. Good hammer. Oh wow, super effective. It's a grass move, so it's a good counter. Komala is a normal type, doesn't have the bonus. It did recoil. Fine with me. We can just go with Pommel then. Pommel is actually a fighting type, so you can do even more damage. Plus, Pommel is much faster as well than Garganical, so let's go with the Arm Thrust. Hitting once. Hitting twice! Oh, and that hit was pretty hard. A critical hit. And Komala goes down. That's pretty good. So Komala down. Next up is Dudunsparce. This is one of the few Pokemon that actually Larry used last time. That's fine with me. Let's just stick with Pomota. The Dudunsparce is the evolved form of Dudunsparce. This is a new Pokemon Generation 9, based off a Generation 2 Pokemon. I think the Dudunsparce might survive Arm Thrust. Let's go with close combat instead. Oh yeah. Close combat is such a all-out move. Cuts your defensive powers, but it hits so hard. The Dudunsparce goes down. We have 2 Pokemon left. Next up is Braviary. So Braviary is a normal and a flying type. So you can use rock moves as well as ice moves. Are really good. Electric as well. And speaking of electric, we do have Pawmot here. Now, even though Pawmot will be weak to flying as a fighting type, it's also electric type, which means it's no longer weak to flying. It's neutral. Because you use Double Shock here to use electric attack, and we will remove our electric typing, but that's fine. Here comes Double Shock. Super effective. It's going to remove Pawmot's electric typing. So now Pawmot is now just a plain fighting type. Next up is Staraptor. This is his final Pokemon, the same one as he used last time. I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to see if Pawmot can survive. You're just plain strong, aren't you? But always up with my best results when it's crunch time. Yeah, you do that. There comes Staraptor. And as you already know, Staraptor is going to Terastallize. It's already a normal type and flying type, but it's going to Terastallize into a pure normal type. So we can just go with close combat. This will be super effective. Double Shock is effective now, but won't be super effective when he Terastallizes it. Time to show what we really can do. same good old work as always, please. Here it comes. Thereafter, Terastallize into a normal type. So now it's no longer flying, it's now only a normal type. Close combat. Oh wow, that's enough to KO. That's nice. I thought maybe Staraptor would be faster than us, but I think Staraptor's not the fastest of the flying Pokemon. So good for us. Palmot saves the day after Garganical got a bit of a rough start. A third serving of defeat, huh? Yep, we beat him as a gym leader, we beat him as Elite 4, and we beat him in the gym leader rematch. You're a bit too much of an average Joe like me to handle. But I think I understand now why I was told to use flying types when I battle as a member of the Elite 4, I mean. There's scenery you'll never even notice if you stick to flat, well-trodden paths. It'll do me good to admire talent that soars as high as yours from time to time. Well, if the boss says I should do so, I'll do so. She won't catch me doing it for fun, though. In any case, I've been strictly told to cut down on my overtime hours, so I'll call it a day. Oh, Larry. There's a reason why the Pokemon community loves Larry. He's so simple, but that's the reason that he is simple is also why he is so beloved. So I like that. I like Larry. I think a lot of people do. Alright, so that was 2 of 8 gym leaders. That means we are done for today. Next time is gonna do some Team Star battling. Gonna fight 2 of the 5 Team Star leaders next time. Which one will we fight? That we'll have to wait and see. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll see you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Violet continues.